All right, what's going on? Welcome, everybody. Let me tweet this out real quick. So, this week actually ended up going really well for us. Yeah, I'm gonna say this weekend was an absolute win. This defense should be able to handle the Niners' offense. They did have injuries tonight, though. Yeah, nothing is more fun than watching Brock Purdy get exposed. The dude is like the Jeremy Lin of football. Corporate wants you to find the differences between these two pictures, Brock Purdy and Jeremy Lin. They're the same picture. No, I think the Phillies take care of it in Game 7. Bengals could beat the Niners. The only thing is the Niners have lost 2 games in a row. They're going to be feeling some kind of way, and they might take it out on the Bengals. But they got no Debo. So here's the question. Who is the best team in the league? Yeah, I'm going to have fun checking out the post-game videos from the Niners fans tonight. Whoa, where'd everybody come from? We got 23 viewers in the stream right now. What's up, everybody? Where'd y'all come from? How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, the penalties, the way that game was officiated last night was not okay. D. Shalon, 18, welcome to the stream. Moss Prod, welcome to the stream. Yeah, everybody just showed up to pack watch the night. Is that what the kids say? Pack watch? Isn't pack watch like where you're waiting on someone's demise? So everyone's here to pack watch the Niners?
In abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves. This is what we have been looking for. It is... I do not have words.
Well, Debo gets hurt every year, so don't be shocked if he's not here in later games as well. Debo has never played a full season, I don't think. So far, I think Spider-Man's pretty great. It's a little better than the first one, but very similar.
Those rings. Are they moving? They seem to react to us.
Yeah, the Vikings had massive injury problems in this game, and they still got it done. Yeah, Tyreek Smith's going to get his chance, I think. Maybe Levi Bell, too. Alright, so this is going to be the last Starfield stream for a while. It might be like 2 weeks before I get back to Starfield, honestly. So we're going to make as much progress as we can, but I don't think there's any way we're going to beat it, so it is what it is. It's a long game, I mean, it's not unexpected, right? What are those symbols? I mean, Purdy sure seems like he's getting exposed, so you got to feel pretty good about the chances. Like, he was kind of bad tonight. Yeah, Purdy did do some good stuff, I guess, but I don't think he's the guy. I'm not a big believer. What am I doing here? I'm actually pretty confused. I think I'm doing the right thing.
Better done. Look.
Oh. Okay, what do we have here? What? Why? Ah.
Are you all right? We need to get you back to the lodge.
Nice. Oh, there we go. So it's like gravity powers. Interesting. Man, so in this game you're the chosen one again. It's just like Skyrim, you're the chosen one. They can't get off that plot, huh? So the closest thing we have this year to an elite team is probably the Chiefs. The Chiefs are probably the best team. Man. And the Chiefs aren't even playing all that well. There's no super team. Oh well, what are you going to do? I mean, honestly, the Eagles losing was kind of a fluke, so I could be talked into them, but even in their wins, I don't think they look that good most of the time. They look good against the Dolphins.
Escape trajectory plotted. Targets lost their shields. We tapped their grab drive.
Take them down. Restart collective velocity striker. Please acknowledge. You really showed ecliptic. My crew wants you to know how much we appreciate the help. Any way we can repay you?
Yeah, I saw the Jalen Carter flop.
Of course. Thanks again for the help. Over and out.
That probably wasn't the right decision, but whatever. That makes sense, Drop Top. That would make sense they would keep something like that. I guess. I think we're getting PJ Walker. Or DTR, I guess. I'd be surprised if Watson played
I
at
have
this
never
point.
quite been able to think of New Atlantis as home. Though I suppose I should. still getting used to this place. Does not quite feel like home, but hopefully someday.
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail.
Yeah, Drop Top. The main game I'm gonna play over the next week, after tonight, is gonna be Resident Evil 7. But I'm also gonna sprinkle in random short indie games and meme games. Like, the game where Squidward goes crazy and kills Mr. Krabs. Amanda the Adventurer. Stuff like that. The stuff that you can beat in like an hour or two. So it's going to be a bunch of different stuff in that vein. You know, the Five Nights at Freddy's type of games. I'm not going to do Five Nights at Freddy's because that's what I did last year, but it's going to be stuff like that.
If you don't want to talk, an entire building generating a signature just like the artifact.
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
I've done Phasmophobia before. That's a pretty good game.
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Oh, it's
Got
CJ
no
Stroud's
old
grandfather.
shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird. So we have artifacts, a temple, and this power. All connected.
The new Five
But
Nights
we
at
do
Freddy's
not
movie.
understand the connections.
I mean, I might,
We need additional information.
but not in the theater.
Can we find more of them?
It doesn't look that interesting
Already
to me.
picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we
Hey,
don't
little
have
Frankie,
the right
welcome.
artifact to compare.
How you doing tonight?
And even then, it takes time. Don't think it's just fortune's left that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet
I don't know, Drop
anomalies
Top.
that
When I
match the
eat
other
out, I want to
artifacts
actually
we
have a decent time of it.
I am at your service, Captain.
I'll tell you what, though. No hate to him because he's a good player, obviously, but I think the Myles Garrett versus Nick Bosa comparison is pretty dead. Right? Like, Myles Garrett has ended that argument definitively, wouldn't you agree? One second, guys. Okay. So, again, since I played this game quite a bit now, I want to just kind of speed towards the end. Like, we've done a decent amount of side stuff. I'm happy with the experience I've gotten, but I need to start getting towards the end of this game or else I'm going to be here forever. Hey, Metcalf. How you doing? Yeah, Watt, Garrett, Parsons. Bosa might be on their tier, but it's close. He might not be. He might be second tier.
Evening, sir.
You will be scanned as you enter. Hey. What can I do for you?
Speaking of which, basketball starts tomorrow.
Always a satisfying moment. Return to your ship.
Time to leave this place behind.
I'm not that worried about the Dechalon. Shylon. Many different ways that could be pronounced, now that I think about it.
We're locking into orbit now.
I thought about getting League Pass this year, but I don't think I have time.
Switching over to standard engines.
Caleb Williams is going to be fine, guys. Stop being mean. Caleb's fine. I think so, Ratio. That sounds like something he did.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
Oh. No, I think he's just having bad games. I think Caleb's just having a couple bad games. It happens. I'm not worried about it. If the only thing that can derail him is him being a diva, which seems like it's a possibility, but like he can't be for real right now about this stuff. Like, he cannot seriously think this is the play. Wait a minute. Where's the anomaly? What? Okay. Hey, Rampant C, what's up? You gotta let Spoon be Spoon. You can't tell him to knock it off. You gotta let him play the way that he plays, or else you're gonna lose everything. It's like Adams. And you live with the results a little bit. I wish there were vehicles in this game that you could use on the planet's surfaces. That's one thing that I feel like is missing. The Vikings are missing Justin Jefferson. They should not be, They should not really be even mediocre right now. That's a bad team. It's just a bad loss by the Niners. I don't read into it any more than that. They do have an easy schedule, though. I think they still get to play the Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders. They get their division games. Cool Kid, I think he's on IR, so he's going to have to miss at least 3 more games. So there's like 100% chance that Kirk Cousins is a Niner next year, right?
What does your scanner reveal? I don't know. Bengals are trending in the right direction. Okay, what is going on here?
Roger Goodell needs to step in and force Dean Spanos to sell. Period. I don't think we're going to trade for one yet. I think we're going to let it fly for one game and see what happens. And then make a decision next week. Okay, well now I'm probably really heavy. Yeah, the Daryl Taylor thing is a problem. I think Debo is out. Hey, Isaac503, welcome to the stream. Thank you. I need to stop picking that garbage up. I never use it for anything. I like the game a lot, but I like games like this more than the average person, so I don't know how indicative that is. It's not a dramatic improvement over previous Bethesda games, if we're being honest. It's basically the same game they made with New Vegas, it just looks better and is bigger. But fundamentally, it's the same thing. I like it about as much as Fallout 3 and Skyrim. I don't like it as much as New Vegas. But I definitely think this is better than Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was a disappointment, I think. Either, well, I mean, Taylor at least made some, got a lot of, hit the QB a bunch at the end of the game. Like, Woolen didn't really do anything except give up a couple plays, fail to tackle, and commit penalties, if we're being honest. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm getting a lot of hate for the Woolen stuff on my channel, but I really don't think he's playing very well. I just don't. No. So, what am I supposed to do? He's just not doing anything to make up for his mistakes. Like, if he had a couple interceptions on the season, it would be whatever. Like, the bad tackling wouldn't bother me nearly as much if he was doing something to make up for it, but right now he's not. You can't tell me he's playing good. Maybe he's playing okay. What the hell? What am I supposed to do here? Well, I have one idea. Oh! Did that do something? Wait a minute. JSN and Addison are different players. And Addison's getting way more chances. I don't think it's fair to draw that equivalency. I'm fine with what we did. Shit happens, is what I can say about JSN's season overall so far. Somewhere else I need to go? I don't know, Scarecrow Bar. Madden's found pretty good ways around that. But it is hard. You're right. Okay. Oof. I guess we're going this way. Fridge is not open. Just don't know what we're going to have time to do with Eskridge. We only have so many offensive plays every game. What are we going to do? Tell Eskridge, like, you're going to get 2 plays a game on the field and you're never going to see the ball, but don't worry, you'll have an impact on the game? Like, no. Yeah. Even on special teams, it's going to be hard to find room for him, honestly. Our special teams unit's been good. I know DJ had the fumble, but overall, he's been really good as a return man. And our coverage units have been good. I don't think we've given up a really big return all year. Ah. No, you're not going to trade Eskridge. He has negative trade value. You'd have to pay somebody to take him. And I'm not kidding. Alright guys, I'm going to take a short break before we do this temple. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, I am back. What happened is that Brock Purdy is a fraud. So it would seem. Chris Olave has been arrested for reckless driving. Whoa. The heck is going on? Hmm. Brock Purdy is like a spoiled rich kid. You take away his advantages and he sucks. But he usually has the advantages, so he looks like he's all that, when in reality, he's just another bum. I swear that metaphor made sense in my head. Okay. Oh yeah, Brock Purdy lives on the edge, man. How did that not work? Am I doing something wrong?
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
I don't have the time.
Yes? We have not yet had a moment to talk about in all my time. Then it seems fitting that you... Certainly it is too soon to speculate about who built it, but... I suppose it... I am sorry. After what you have been through, I should be asking... A cynical person might suggest that in itself could be a side effect. But for now, we will just assume you have been very fortunate. The artifacts that temple this new ability...
1 second, guys. I almost forgot something. I mean, you know we're going to have opportunities at turnovers. For sure.
acquired. Clearly they are all connected. This is all so much bigger than we realized. You are right. Now we have even greater reason to press forward.
Dish Island, there's
To
no way
learn
that's
more
going to
about
happen. I don't even know if that's
what
legal.
is at work here.
But the NFL is 100% going to tell him to shove it up his butt. If that actually is something that he's serious about. Odd.
Any advent...
All
You
right.
can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
And we're off. Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
Oh, shit. What he's basically saying is, I want to get paid $500 million under the table. That's not going to work. That's not happening.
Struts retracted. Let's go.
what Caleb wants is illegal and he better knock it off. They're just shockingly tolerant. Dang. We have like a level 50 ship?
We have liftoff. Orbital pattern locked in.
I'm just gonna get the hell out of here.
Jump complete.
Be advised,
Motions.
you are entering United Colonies space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete.
Mm-mm. Oh, right,
Clear
right,
to
right,
land
right,
at New
right.
Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jefferson. This is Constellation Star Station LO-868. Welcome aboard.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Spend so much time looking at the scans. I can see star systems orbiting in my... Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constantly. Lucky I noticed the pattern in
All right.
one of those artifacts you pulled out. Here.
A beep sound. I just heard a tone that I'm not used to. All right, guys, I really need to use the facilities. Sorry. Just kind of came out of nowhere. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully that's the last time I have to empty before the end of the stream. No, I didn't.
We're free and clear for flight. Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place.
Alright, let's crank it out, people. Let's get more superpowers.
Good to go for now.
What was landed in this way? But we were definitely going to need him later in the season. I don't think there's any universe where we're going to be like, thank God that guy got hurt. So I'm still pretty sad about it. What if we do sign Bruce Irvin? Like, that could happen. You know who would actually be nice? Melvin Ingram. He's out there. You could get Melvin Ingram, and I think he still could give you pretty good play. That's kind of my favorite. But there are a bunch of guys you can get. It's not that big of a deal. Clark, Dunlap. You could even go get Alton Robinson. You could get Robert Quinn. You could get a bunch of guys. You could even get Anthony Barr and have him play defensive line full time. Yeah, he is. No, Dota, you're definitely wrong. Melvin Ingram is an edge rusher. I was looking at this earlier today. He's definitely an edge rusher. Guys, any right tackle we trade for is not going to be better than Jake Curhan. The ones who are better than Jake Curhan, teams are not willing to trade. There's no right tackle you can dial up, guys. The die is cast. The assets you would have to give up to get a good right tackle would be too much for any sane person to want to give up when you remember that Abe Lucas will be back next year. Come on, guys. Abe Lucas is a second-year player. In order to trade for a right tackle, you'd pretty much have to just cut Abe Lucas at a certain point. Or just say, you're not a long-term part of this team. Like, what are you going to do? Trade for the Vikings dude? And then say, We don't know yet, JS. I don't think that he is, but it's always possible. I don't think he's done, but he could be. Yeah, I'm pretty bummed about Uchenna.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
Don't fall. Oh, okay, that's it. That's gotta be it. I don't think Chase Young would cost that much in a trade, but you would have to immediately extend him. And we can't afford to extend Chase Young when we just extended Nwosu. And we've got all this other money we're going to have to spend soon on top of the money we've already spent. So I don't think you can get a big ticket guy. Maybe you could get the Patriots guy. What's the name of that edge rusher who's on the last year of his rookie deal in New England? That's probably the best you can do. But Chase Young is going to want $100 million plus. Remember, he's killing it this year because he's playing hard because he wants to get paid. Like, all these big ticket... Like people are talking about Brian Burns. You can't trade for Brian Burns without extending him. And I don't think you want to extend Brian Burns. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get away from me. Hi, Funny Not How Why. Welcome to the stream. Oh, he's definitely not equal to Uchenna. Nothing we do is going to be equal to Uchenna. Should we trade for Jonathan Allen just to get him out of Washington because he hates it there so much, I guess? And he doesn't care who knows? Shout out to him, by the way. Just straight up not giving an F anymore. Yeah. No. I'd say that's tragic, but it's actually not. He's still making a lot of money, but I admire the frustration that he's willing to publicly voice. I feel like Clark's already going to sign with Kansas City, and if we tried to sign him, he'd just be like, I'm not interested. I want to go back to Kansas City. What does he need money for? He just wants rings. I think Tyreek Smith is going to get the call. And I'm not against it. You know, Tyreek Smith played pretty well in the preseason. I'm not against it. But I'd like to find some veteran, like a Melvin Ingram or even like... This guy's been retired for years, I think, so not him specifically, but somebody like Ryan Kerrigan, who can just be okay. Dunlap would work, yeah. As long as he can play in this defense. He is heavier than our other edge players. Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend, I'll bet he doesn't kiss ya. Gonna find another girl and he won't miss ya. Who sings that song? Why would you not want to draft Boye Mafe? What a random thing to not want. He sucked at everything in college. He wasn't a very good player in college. He had just learned what football was like a few years before. He sucked at everything. Okay. Whoa, that was an easy one. Yeah, that's why the Wilson trade is better off the way that it is. Some people are like, oh, we shouldn't have taken the second rounders. We should have gotten another first rounder. But remember, we basically got Mafe because of the trade. And would you rather have Mafe or would you rather have somebody like a Jared Verse? Knowing that you're also then giving up somebody like Derek Hall. I think it's a no-brainer. Jared Verse hasn't been playing that well so far this year for some reason. He's been kind of meh.
It's good to be back in our own ship.
Okay, so here's my question. How many players are in Tier 1 in this year's draft? How many players are Tier 1 players in this year's draft? Caleb, Marvin Harrison Jr., Drake May, Olu Fashanu, and Brock Bowers. So it's a 5-man Tier 1. I feel like that's accurate. That's the number. Maybe not Drake May, but I'm going to say Drake May because he's been pretty bulletproof so far. So you, as an NFL team right now, you really don't want to end up with the number 6 pick. Who has the number 6 pick right now? The Patriots. Patriots. That loss to Buffalo was costly. Yeah, like, I was putting together some of my big board stuff today, or not today, but last week, and I kept trying to come up with a QB3, right? Because obviously 1 is Caleb and 2 is Drake May. And I was trying to figure out who is QB3, and it just felt yucky, you know? It's like, okay, it's either Quinn Ewers or Michael Penix, and I don't like either guy that much. Addison's getting way more opportunities. Yeah, it's Ewers, but even I don't feel great about that. I want your butt in pieces. God damn it. Space combat in this game is hard. Yeah, Ewers. Like, he's probably QB3, but I don't feel great about it. Whoa. Why? Oh, shit. Okay, I see. That's fine. That's fine.
Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
No, definitely not, Dota. I like Ewers, but I don't like him anywhere near that much.
Do you have a minute? Hello there. Thank you
Not
for
even
responding
close.
to my hail. It's been a long time since I had company. I'm Dr. Sola Banglawala from MAST in New Atlantis. I'm performing a geological survey of the settled systems as part of a field research initiative. I flagged you down to see if you might have any rare geological samples to contribute. I can't thank you enough. I'm in the market for lithium, platinum, and vanadium right now. I'm not asking for much. I know they're hard to come by. Oh, you have no idea how much I appreciate this. Thank you very much. I'd be happy to offer you some of the common resources produced as byproducts of my research to thank you for your help. I have more copper, lead, and aluminum than I know what to do with. I'll pay you in credits instead, if you prefer, but I don't have much.
Yeah, I know that Schneider likes Quinn.
Who couldn't? All right, initiating transfer, and done. Oh, thanks again for your help. I'm going to try my luck in another system. You might want to back up a bit. This old Junker's grav drive is a little on the fritz. Fly safe! Sorry this is taking longer than usual.
What the hell?
So, do you have any hobbies? Oh, a workaholic. I get it. I knew plenty of those at MAST. Personally, I have quite a rock collection. I used to spend my weekends gathering samples on Jemison.
There are enough problems with Quinn Ewers for me to not be willing to trade up for him.
Probably why they sent me on this job instead of some poor grad student.
Hey, Achuman. Honestly, I'd rather just spend the 26th pick on Cam
You
Ward.
ever hear the one about the geologist in the music shop?
I'd feel better
It's a
about,
good
way
one.
better about that.
A geologist walks into a music store and asks the cashier, "Got any rock?" The guy looks him up and down and says,
Cam Ward does not have a noodle arm. He can make all the throws. I've never heard anybody say that Cam Ward has a noodle arm. I don't know where that comes from. I've never heard that before. I mean, honestly, it's not so much about the deep ball as it is your ability to put zip on the ball when you're throwing an intermediate pass. I think that's actually more important. The deep ball is extinct in the modern NFL anyway. I hate to say it, but for the moment it's not an important thing.
Welcome to
Good
your
job.
space.
We're still in one
Maintain your
piece.
current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with KJ Jefferson at all anymore. I'm so over that. He's not it.
Star Station LO868. You need the eye?
If we got the third first round pick, we don't get Maffei and probably Derek Hall.
Right on the money.
Like, look at how good Maffei's
Let us
playing.
see
I don't
how
want to lose
Vladimir is faring.
lose out on that. Alright.
Oh, sorry. Was doing the tally's work in my head. Inventory on the station. Next supply run. Gave up my room in the lodge so Andreja had a place to call. Lucky I noticed the pattern.
Have my attention.
Okay, see, this is the issue. You're not meant to play this game only doing main quest stuff. Like this, what I'm doing right now, is not that exciting. It's meant to be done in bits in between side quests. And right now I'm not doing side quests, so this is actually kind of a problem. So I'm going to go back to my base. I'm going to do an inventory dump. It's either Jared Verse or Leatu Latu. Leatu Latu might be better than Jared Verse. It's possible.
I find comfort in the idea that the odds of something killing us here are at an all-time low.
Okay. Sorry. Guys, rampancy. Schneider doesn't do that. Schneider does not trade up in the draft in the first round like that. It's against his religion. Wait a minute. What's wrong with me? Oh, burns. Okay, I need to heal burns. Shit. I need heal burn. There we go.
I hope you are satisfied with the orders available to you.
Alright, let's see here. Snacks might be pulling... I might pull Snacks in on the call in a second here. Yeah. Hawk's Nest, who very much does not like Quinn Ewers, He has a whole Quinn Ewers rant that he does whenever he comes up in conversation. He thinks that his arm is only good for like 45-yard passes, and beyond that, he just kind of runs out of juice. He doesn't really like that. I don't think it bothers me as much as it bothers him. But I still am not in love with Quinn. I like him a lot. And I do think he's QB3 and probably a first rounder. Probably not a... I wouldn't take him top 15 or top 20, I don't think, though. Rampancy. There have only been like a few quarterbacks in NFL history who have had better rookie seasons than Geno Smith is capable of playing. Like, rookie QBs usually don't play that well. Like, the list of quarterbacks that have had a better rookie season than Geno Smith had, than Geno Smith's season last year or this year, would be like Andrew Luck, Dan Marino, Matt Ryan, and maybe CJ Stroud's in the middle of the season right now.
Alright,
Welcome aboard, Snacks. How you doing tonight?
I'm okay. I called it an early night because this very rarely happens when you're door dashing, but when you see it happen, you just have to take the L. When you're door dashing, what you get shown is a map of the zone that it takes place in, which is several cities. And it has big glowing red areas that show hot zones, where you'll have large congregations of restaurants, really ones that people are ordering from right now.
Right.
What you want to do is make your way over to a hot zone and then just park there. Or if the hot zone is large enough, just drive around in big loops like I do. Because the closer you are to the restaurant, the more likely you are to pick up the order that comes from that restaurant. So, you know, everybody's got their own strategy and everything. Now, what was rare and why I said I had to just stop is because it almost never happens, but when the entire zone, again, that's multiple cities, when the entire zone shows 0 hot zones, it almost never happens. I can count on one hand the number of times I've seen that happen, and I've been doing this since 2020. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'll just go home now.
Well, were you at least able to feel like you did all right, though, before that happened?
Yeah, it was a good day. I made $70, and I've got my pay adjustment comes in tomorrow, so if I add those together, then I hit my goal pretty easily. I just gotta hope tomorrow's better.
Okay.
But, yeah, I did just fine.
Alright.
Considering I was only out there for 2 hours, like I said, 2 hours is $70. That's pretty good for 2 hours, you know. So I won't complain about that at all. Dad, I had to come home early, but I'm not the one in control of people ordering food. Anyway, as I've been mentioning in the Discord here, because obviously since everybody's Seahawks fans, they're going to be celebrating that the Niners lost, and yes, it is a good thing for the Seahawks. But man, it is fucking hard to win on the road this year. Even elite teams are struggling. And I looked it up, every division leader in the league right now, except for the 2 worst division leaders, which would be the Falcons and the Jaguars, every other division leader, their only losses are either on the road or overtime losses at home.
Yeah, and think about how rare it is that we're this early in the season and no team has nobody's undefeated.
Yeah. And also that we're this far into the season right now, but the Panthers still haven't won a game. You know, when it was the Broncos versus Bears game, everybody was calling that the toilet bowl. You know, the reverse of the Super Bowl, the tank championship.
Yeah.
Whoever won this game was going to have the worst record, or whoever lost the game ends up with the number 1 pick.
Oh,
And then
shit.
Carolina continues to not win games. Meanwhile, Broncos and the Bears are both sitting at 2 wins.
And it's time for me to keep the...
Oh god, this little butthole. Probably they will, but there's nothing they can do about it.
Last time we spoke on the key, I told you.
Yeah, I remember
there'd
this
be hell
fucker.
to pay. You got me kicked out. Ha! I'd like to see you try.
But yeah, I'm just bringing that up because it's like, man, it is hard to win on the road, even for really, really excellent teams. It is hard to win on the road. And I think this has some pretty drastic implications for the playoffs, too. Because it pretty much is always the case that if you're the road team in the playoffs, you're probably not going to win anyway. But I mean, literally, the Super Bowl is probably just going to be the teams with the 2 best records.
It usually is these days. It has been lately.
Yeah. So with that, every single game is going to count like crazy mindset and mentality. It kind of hurts even more. Teams are getting injured as they are.
No! Get off my dick.
Your hull's regenerating. As I'm watching you doing the space combat right now, I'm really wondering how well Bethesda managed to integrate actual dogfight mechanics.
I don't love the space combat in this game. It's alright.
Yeah, because as I'm watching you do this right now, I'm sitting here wondering, like, I wonder if you could pull off a scissors maneuver right now. I don't know how you can, because at the same time this is in space, so gravity's not really a thing.
There is gravity in space.
The country says, well, yeah, you know what I meant.
Yeah, I know.
Trading up for a QB never works. Teams will never learn. I 100% agree. Because Tua is easily the best quarterback in the draft class, and it's not even close. And he was still on the board by the time the Dolphins got to pick. Like, in all seriousness, though, there's so much talent available in the first round that doing something like the Redskins did to get RG3 is just the most batshit insane, horrifyingly incompetent decision that you could come up with. It didn't work out for the Rams at the end of the day, but that's because at the time the franchise was horrifically mismanaged. If that was a team that was actually well run, the amount of assets that they got for that they should have been able to make it a multi-year contender.
So, tomorrow I doubt I'm going to stream on Twitch because, like you said earlier, Snacks, I think that stream may go until pretty late. And I'm probably not going to feel like streaming by the time it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that would be the case because so much within the division happened. You gotta cover a lot of that.
Exploration requires courage, and in this case, a functional suit.
But, let's see here. Wednesday, I'm going to see Killers of the Flower Moon. And I'll get back in the afternoon. And when I get back, I'm probably going to want to take a nap or something, because seeing movies always kind of takes it out of me. And then I'm going to start playing some assorted horror games. Like I said, the main centerpiece is going to be Resident Evil 7, which I'm going to try to beat over the next week, but I'm also going to sprinkle in like random meme games and indie horror games that have become popular in the last several years, like Amanda the Adventurer and Choo Choo Charles and shit like that.
Well, remember the one I recommended, Cave Crawler.
Oh yeah, Cave Crawler.
On a blind playthrough, you could beat that in an hour.
Yeah, there are a lot of games like that.
Yeah, Amanda is a pretty short game, but as I've been watching people playing through it, apparently the way to, because there's multiple endings to it.
Yeah,
the way to beat it to get like, right, the way to beat it to get the good ending requires you to have played it a few times in order to unlock the ability to do something else.
The nature of the game is it's kind of like, it's almost like Edge of Tomorrow or Groundhog's Day, where you just keep looping through it, and now you're like, okay, I know what to do here now, because I saw it last time I played. But yeah, there are a lot of like indie horror games like that, like Nun Massacre. There's a lot of like VHS analog horror games, or inspired by analog horror. Like, God, there's this one developer dude who makes a lot of games like that, where it's like, it looks like a PlayStation 1 game, and you can get it for like $5 on Steam.
So many people not like Donkey Kong anymore.
Donkey Kong is the bad guys in America.
Exactly. Oh God. Real Dixon had this hilarious post a few hours ago. He was commenting on a New York Post article that was talking about a woman who was her career, apparently, because she makes $1,500 a month doing this, is to donate stool for stool transplant.
Okay.
Because like you're aware of those things at least, right? Like what the premise is.
Not really.
What the premise is this: is that there are people who may have a lot of really messed up digestive issues because their natural gut biome with the beneficial bacteria in their intestines is just not present, and when you don't have that beneficial bacteria in your body, and your body's biome is out of balance, it's really bad for your digestive health.
Okay.
So what they came up with as a way to mitigate this, and prevent that from being a problem and get you back to what is considered regular, it's called a stool transplant, where you get poop from someone who has a very healthy gut biome, and the doctor then basically just converts that into a liquid and injects it into your colon. It has a very proven success record. It's a very good thing to get. It's fairly popular right now, especially among the crowd who's, like crazy health nut kind of people. Get that thing all the time. So I guess this lady figured out that she had a very healthy gut biome, So because of that, it's the same way like donating blood when you're like AB negative or some shit, where it's like, yeah, liquid gold right here. You know, it's very highly in demand. So this lady somehow makes $1,500 a month through stool donations. So Real Dixon made a comment on this post. He was talking about how funny it was. But then suddenly a lot of his regulars come in to start talking about the same post. Then he got that one of like the nervous guy smoking a cigarette while he's filling up his gas tank, and he's all like, "Stool donators may be around here."
I mean, honestly, if I had a really healthy gut biome, I'd probably do that. Like,
I mean, exactly. It's free money. You're gonna take a shit anyway. Imagine getting paid to take a shit and not being one of those 2 girls, 1 cup girls.
I mean, when I worked in an office, I used to intentionally hold my shit in until I got to work, so that way I would get paid to shit.
Us makes a quarter. I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
Exactly. So, I get it.
Inflation has really ruined this country because now when people make that joke, they say boss makes $1, I make a dime.
Yeah. Which
Feels
is probably
bad,
more accurate anyway.
At this point, yeah, absolutely. Dude, you will, like, I was so fucking frustrated because when I was working at the gas station, for context here, I had just gotten turned down my request to get a raise. I had been working at the company for almost 2 years and switched to the graveyard shift, and they couldn't tell me enough how important it was that I switched to the graveyard shift. Switching to the graveyard shift is supposed to come with a raise, and I had been promised a raise and I didn't get one, so I was fucking fighting for a 50-cent raise. Didn't get it. So, like, the day after I get denied, one of the owners, his son comes in. And his son routinely comes in to, like, take a look at our product because they have the exact same products in all the different stores that they own. So he was trying to see what was doing well here compared to what's doing well in other areas and, you know, what we should do here, blah, 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 blah. So he had the audacity to complain to me about how expensive some of the stuff we were trying to get in our store was. And he's like, come on, guys, we gotta be making some money here. You know, times are really tough. So he says all that fucking shit, and then he has the audacity to walk right outside and sit down in his brand new 2023 McLaren. I was like, buddy, I am making a quarter above minimum wage, and you're fucking gonna plead poverty to me. Meanwhile, he just like, no effect. So brand new 2023 McLaren Artura is $237,500. It was a couple of months after I had to fucking clean the shit out of, or sorry, a couple weeks after I had to clean the shit out of the urinal. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I was like, I'm out of here. No, thank you.
Gotta be something better.
Exactly.
No, I don't think I'm anywhere near the end of the game. Okay, we got it.
Say the word, and we shall be on our way.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of a lot of things from Europe, but the bidet seems like it would actually be pretty good. The bidet thing seems pretty legit. So, lately, I've been getting a fair few copyright channel copyright notices on my YouTube, which is basically, hey, this person has a video that looks exactly like your video, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them are just my collapse with the Hawk's Nest because the streams go to both channels now, and of course our videos are going to be identical, so that's whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some of them are from when we co-opted Halo 2 a couple years ago, and we had, we watched the cutscenes in the stream, and of course the cutscenes are identical to the cutscenes that are for anybody else. So I actually have a copyright claim with a channel that has 4.3 million subs and almost 1 million views on this video because we both watched the Gravemind cutscene in Halo 2. Like, come on, guys. Get on top of this.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah.
Like, can I actually copyright claim these channels? Like, this channel has 4.3 million
Yes.
subs. Maybe they would actually just throw me a few $1,000 just to shut me up.
Lamau.
Anyway.
Go for it.
The name of the channel is just Game Clips. It's one of those gaming content channels that just uploads a ton of different stuff.
Dust off complete.
Still can't decide if I think Halo 2 or Halo 3 is the best
Stay
Halo
in orbit
game,
or jump.
but I definitely think it's one of those two. Halo 1 had the backtracking in the second half of the game that got on my nerves, so I don't think it's Halo 1. And I like dual wielding. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Sure. Because me and my friend played through Halo 2 2 years ago, I guess we now own the game and all the cutscenes in it.
Exactly. Bill Gates, I'm coming for you. Ned Jigba.
Guns are hot. Go in it.
Fucking stragglers.
Touching down.
And your scan shows...
Yeah, see, this is boring as shit. You're meant to do this in between side quests, so when you're rushing the main quest and just doing all this at once, it kind of sucks. That's one thing that's kind of an issue with this part of the game. You're meant to do this stuff while doing actual fun, exciting stuff in between. And I'm not doing that right now. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that before, right, guy?
Like what before?
A video of 4 guys in a pickup truck show up to a pro-Palestinian rally in Toronto with Taliban flags. I've seen stuff, and I was saying I've seen stuff like that too.
Jesus. It is unfathomably based. You love to see it.
Yeah, Rampancy, Halo 2 had a better story than Halo 3. I will say that. That is true.
Yeah, by far. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah, Halo 2, well, which was the one that ended on the really dumb, the really obvious and obnoxious cliffhanger?
Halo 2.
Yeah, okay. That was 2. Which... I mean, I guess God of War did basically the same thing with God of War 2, but that was a trend in video games for a while there. Now, they actually end the games in satisfying fashion, and then they do a teaser at the end after the credits are over. I guess that's better.
Yeah, marginally, but yeah, better. Ugh.
I am a monument to all your sins. The only Halo map I know by name is Blood Gulch, and that's the one everybody knows. When you think about it, it's kind of weird that a map as simple as Blood Gulch became iconic. It's like one of the most famous video game maps ever. Like, it makes sense why something like Dust becomes iconic. But Blood Gulch becoming iconic is actually kind of weird when you think about it. Oh, nice. We did it. So tomorrow is the first day of the NBA season. It always sneaks up
Nice.
on you.
As is tradition.
Mhm. Taylor Swift quickly fills her gas tank, looking around. Ex-boyfriends could be here.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about the whole Israel-Palestine thing a few days ago on stream. Not in terms of like taking a side or anything, just about how Israel, because I was watching the news the other day and they said, and there was the thing at the bottom of the screen that said, Israel was formed in 1949, and that kind of blew me away because it's like, man, not even 75 years. It feels like feels like it should have been around a lot longer than that, but it's only been around. We're now on 74 years, almost to 75. It's kind of crazy.
Everything seems to be where we left it.
There are plenty. There are probably several million. There are actually probably tens of millions of people in the world who are older than Israel is as a country.
Lifting off now.
Trevor, I'm pretty happy about where this is going because Brock Purdy's getting exposed. Brock Purdy is getting exposed, man.
Retros firing. Orbit stabilized.
Okay.
I wonder what has happened while we have been away.
Brock Purdy is a little bit better than Jimmy Garoppolo, so he should be a starter in this league, but he's a very low-end starter. That's, I think, the right way to put it.
Come on. There are worlds to conquer.
And Bosa only has 2.5 sacks in 7 games. Dang. Wild. Hey, Dazzling. How you doing? Oh. Okay. Haven't gotten one of these in a while.
Oh my god.
I wonder if anybody ever takes these people up on their offers. If you click this link, we will give you such a big penis that you will get more viewers on your Twitch stream because people will be pulled into your gravitational pull from your bigger penis.
Lately,
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
This is exciting.
Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi. Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Oh, you definitely take after your father.
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition? I feel the same. Yeah, I always get antsy planetside. The 3 of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that, makes me think one thing. Artifact. Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Bet you never...
I don't think Brock Bowers is getting past 10. Oh my god, there's way too much to that quest. I am not doing that.
expected to end up involved in something like this.
I still maintain that John Lynch sucks at his job and should be fired. I think Kyle Shanahan's really good, and I got nothing bad to say about him, but John Lynch sucks. I don't care what anybody says. He's bad at his job. I remember that, Moss Prod. No one talks like that in real life is the thing. Like, people don't talk like that. Snidely Whiplash talks like that. Hey, Dave is there. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. I'll be back shortly, guys. I gotta take a short break. Okay, I am back. And Snacks, I don't mean to alarm you, but I just DM'd you something.
Yeah, I just read it. Good lord. He should genuinely get kicked out of the league.
I mean, that's like... I feel like there's an NBA player who was doing something like that. Like, I think it was Rudy Gay. At one point had this ability to jump from one team to another team and immediately make that team way worse.
All systems are nominal. We are ready to depart.
Anything I can help you with? Okay, sure. Well, sure, how about it? I'm sure you can find something.
Ooh. I mean, honestly, Pete probably shouldn't be giving away secrets in radio interviews. So I'm not that upset about that. I just hope they do have a plan, even if they won't tell us.
All thrusters firing. Orbital pattern locked in.
Okay. Bless ye, gentlemen. He is not my child, but rather an escaped slave.
uh,
What would you do if you were out in public at like a nice fancy restaurant and you saw a male and a female on a date and the male was wearing VR goggles?
I'd be extremely confused, to say the least.
All right, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over. There's something you should know up front. I'm a Ko. As in Solomon Ko, first man on Aquila. That tail I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, It's something of a family legend. After Planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila. And he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
Yes, you need me?
Oh, the latest Stone Toss, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's pretty good. I like it.
About 2 hours out. You'll have a tech free?
Hi. Aquila City. Feels like I spent half my life trying to get out of this place.
Is this guy voiced by Bill Paxton? I guess he can't be because Bill Paxton's dead, but goddamn. This dude is trying to do a Bill Paxton impression.
Now that sounds like it makes sense, actually. A guy trying to do a Bill Paxton impression in a space game.
Mm-hmm. Rip.
Sometimes working at this branch almost feels like being at a private museum. Not as much as we used to. Ever since Marshal Blake took charge of the Rangers, well, things have been a lot quieter. There was a time those lock gang boys would be in here so often, we used to joke they ought to just open accounts. Gotta hand it to Marshal Blake, though. He's really got them on the run. One thing I can't say is I've never been a hostage before, and well, I think I've had my fill of that for a while. In a word, heirlooms. Some of the old families, those descended from the city founders, store objects of value here. Yes, we've got items in our vault that have been passed down from generation to generation. I like to think that the entire heritage of Aquila City is stored right here for safekeeping. And me? Well, I'm the protector of that heritage. If I can ever help, just swing on by.
All right. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key.
All right, I can steal money. Let's go.
Okay,
I can
now
steal
remember,
from the
Solomon was
bank.
from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after. Oh, no. Of course, that old mule saw this coming. There we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate when we landed. Cora's gonna be so mad. We really gotta do this. You're not wrong. It's not supposed to be your business. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're not wrong. All right, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know? Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. It's, co-tradition. All right, shall we?
Holy shit.
Brock Purdy is the first 49ers quarterback to throw 2 interceptions in the fourth quarter, but when down by a score since Colin Kaepernick in the NFC title game versus the Seahawks in 2013. Damn.
Pretty good.
I don't think so, David, because my opponent also had TJ Hawkinson. Let me check and be sure. He did have a really good game. He tried, but no, I still lost. I still lost. He needed to do even more than that, and Hawkinson actually had a really good game too, so it canceled out a lot of it.
Come drop.
Lifting off now.
Let's say hypothetically that I fucked this model, and then purely for the sake of argument, let's postulate that she just bleached her asshole. Then, in this hypothetical, theoretical scenario, I would get bleach on my t-shirt. And, hypothetically, in this scenario, I would feel like an asshole. I don't know, Moss Prod. I'd probably get more out of Madden at this point. I could at least stream it, and people would like watching me stream Madden. I would get something out of it. I'm so behind on Marvel stuff now, I don't think I would get anything out of watching the new Captain Marvel movie. Like, I didn't see the last Thor, I didn't see the last Black Panther, I haven't seen any of the TV shows. I think there's another movie I haven't seen yet. Like, I'm pretty
all ears.
Checked out on it. I thought they had something going with Kang, but now Kang is out, so it's like, who cares now? I can't even pretend to give a shit. You know, it's on Disney Plus. I could see it for free, but it just doesn't look good. And I'm somebody who liked The Dark World, which very few people did.
That's convenient.
Like, The Dark World is considered the worst Marvel movie by a lot of people. I thought it was fine.
hope you're finding everything you need.
I am busy right now. If you need something, why don't you talk to Emily?
Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
You ask me? Personally, I think daylight. Take your time. I got it. You need something else? I'll be here.
I didn't even know there was a screaming goat meme. I just thought they
can't
put
open
screaming
my doors
goats.
to Josette. Maybe I did. Better than home. Stay out of
I
trouble.
thought they just had screaming goats in there because they thought it was funny.
No, can't say I'll have what you need. Eh. Stop by anytime.
Keep it moving.
Yes.
Of course, the one
Thing about the trade
decent-looking
business?
place in the well is the Trade Authority.
Of course, of course.
Parasite.
You don't have a single goddamn digipick?
Dealing with you.
You didn't hear this from me.
I'm meeting my girlfriend for drinks.
I will say, I relate on a spiritual level to the got nervous guy filling up his gas tank meme. Filling up your gas tank is so unpleasant of an experience.
Yeah.
You don't. It doesn't even take long enough for you to do anything. It's just long enough to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. I can understand that.
I don't know anything about Soma. I guess it's a horror game. That's all I know about it. I'm not familiar with anything else concerning it. I know I don't have it.
Laura's already finished the pre-flight checklist.
Engines firing.
So, I hear you're making yourself pretty useful on the ship.
I am, Dad. I want to be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I am for you.
Well, you're doing a great job, Strippy. I'm proud of you.
Achieving orbit now.
What do you say we get you a new outfit next time we're planetside?
The services tech is in the hut up at the front, if you need.
Nice stuff living here, but live on your own terms.
I get all kinds in here. Ranger, here. Bro.
God damn it, he doesn't have any either.
Say, my family was on the first ship. Proper founders.
Yep, it's a glorious day.
That your ship that landed not too long ago?
David. I'll take whatever little bit of happiness I can scrounge up. And I'm not happy. I mean, if the Rangers win the World Series, we're the only team in the division that hasn't won a World Series, so I'm not thrilled about it, but it is what it is at this point, I guess.
Well, well. Samco finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? And what's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop. There's only one place a Co ought to be. And it ain't out there in the Starfield doing Lord knows what. Putting our future at risk. Nothing's more important than family. Nothing. If Sam had stuck around, he'd know that. You wouldn't be here.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
Hey, good to see you. Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options.
Yeah.
No. I mean, this is no place for her, okay? The less time she spends with Jacob, the better. Damn it. Fine. We'll go get her. If there's any other options, I'd appreciate doing those first. My own father's trying to keep those maps. Later.
Sam's Constellation lackey here to bother me again? Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright.
It stays here. Maybe you're right.
Wow, that was easy.
Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps. They're in the other room, here. Key.
Wow. He really gave in. All I had to do was say, like, one sentence, and he was just like, okay, you can have these maps that I'm defending so feverishly.
Alright, let's see if we can find the empty nest. Alright, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh boy. That's a problem. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shawgang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank. Well, just remember, it's about the artifact, not them. Hurting bad guys puts a smile on your face, that's a bonus. Let's get to that cave.
What happened to Jerome Ford? Did he get hurt? I didn't notice that in the game. And Kareem Hunt's still kind of, you know, easing his way back into football, so... This defense really should be able to batter that Cleveland offense. It's going to be a very interesting game. It's probably going to come down to turnovers. If we can just force more turnovers, we probably win. It's probably that simple. But PJ Walker's going to put it in harm's way, you know. It's going to be up to Gino to not. Contusions. What the hell is a contusion anyway? It just occurred to me that I don't really know what that is. So was last week for the Browns just a weird aberration where their offense blew up and their defense gave up a lot? Or...
When you're saying it was an aberration that the Browns won?
Well, no. All year they've been a team with like the best defense in the league, and they've been completely unable to score. And then for one game, just out of nowhere, they scored 40 and gave up 40. It's just the most bizarre thing imaginable.
Alright, I was barely paying attention. Say it again.
All year, the Browns have had the best defense in the league all year. Like, it's by far the best defense in the league, and their offense has been awful. And then one week for this last game they played, they scored 39 and gave up 38. Just randomly out of nowhere, they just completely switched.
Then, yeah, I think this game might have been an aberration kind of thing where, without having seen it but just going off of the score, I think, the defense was taken completely out of their game the way that they usually do, so they weren't able to hold on like they usually do. And then at the same time, their offense was just getting anything that they wanted. So maybe if the defense was getting their game the way that they're used to, they still would have scored a lot, but that their defense wouldn't have given up so much. It's hard to say.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can't know for sure until you see them play a few more games.
Right.
You can make a mint off animal parts sometimes. We got company, I think.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, this is Shaw Gang territory, and they're usually not willing to talk. You ready?
God, there are mines everywhere.
Nobody's gonna miss you.
Well, I don't know why he didn't kill me there, but he should have. What an absolute Nimrod.
Cute. Real cute.
I guess we scared him off at least.
Haha, suck it.
There you are.
Okay, I think there's just one more guy. Then we've cleared out the camp. Yeah, the red zone offense in the NFL right now is just not very good. It's crazy. Which is hilarious because the Dolphins are one of the best red zone teams ever. And yet the league averages are still way down.
contraband the smugglers are running.
Who's that?
Did they just commit suicide? I think they did. They just decided to blow themselves up. I don't know what to say about that.
Hey, you might want to... Oh, man. You already thought of that. Good work.
I think we ran a decent amount of 3 tight ends this last game. Go ahead, Snacks.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright. Yeah, these 2 guys just committed suicide. They saw me and were just like, we'd rather die than be killed.
Very much.
And who can blame them?
Exactly. Reproductive justice means free Palestine.
Can you decipher that one for me? Because I sure can't.
Yes, I can.
Show some hustle.
Nice ass gun, man.
Better we get it than someone else. We should bring Cora back here sometime. Tell ghost stories. I think she's still into that.
Fucking mines. Yeah, it's Mahomes or two. I mean, Mahomes and two are the front runners. I can't imagine it being anybody else right now.
I feel like Tua's obviously going to deserve it more, but Mahomes is going to get it because the people who vote on sports awards are complete retards, and Mahomes has name recognition, so he's going to get it because, well, we've always given it to Mahomes. He's so good. And Tua's going to be like, oh, well, now is he really all that good? I mean, you know, all that dumb faggot shit, so that's going to be the same crap it always is.
Well, it could be the other way around. What if there's voter fatigue?
I'd love to see that, however, unless the Chiefs completely fall apart, I just don't see it happening. Matter of fact, yeah, it's guaranteed it's gonna be Mahomes, dude. The fucking Taylor Swift shit. The Chiefs are now America's team. Like, there's no way that the league wouldn't give it to Mahomes. Just be like, oh my god, we can't allow them to not get it. Black.
Let's get going.
Alright, let's rock.
Have you beaten Resident Evil 4 yet, by the way?
Almost. I'm on chapter 14, and the guides say there's 16 chapters, so almost there. Ashley's significantly more attractive in this game than she was in the original, because like in the original she was like a kid, so
yeah.
It was really easy to see why Leon wasn't about that. But between the fact that like they really failed to make him seem older the way that the original Resident Evil 4 did, plus they made Ashley seem a lot older too. They're almost like right there in terms of age. Leon's like a little bit older.
Right.
Plus Ashley's like really nice and sweet and a lot more attractive in this game. So Ada's not even tsundere. He's literally just like barely even acknowledges his existence. I don't know what the fuck the guy's thinking other than she's the boss's daughter.
Yeah.
And there's also hints that it wasn't exactly a choice on his part to join the special unit and that the president basically forced him into it. So I could also see some aspect of resentment coming in to where he's like would refuse to be with Ashley just out of principle. I could definitely understand that.
Yeah, like, I actually did not mind the way they did Ashley in the original Resident Evil 4. I know she's like infamously for being like one of the most annoying video game characters ever. But yeah, in this game they did make her a lot nicer and a lot more pleasant and a little more independent, like capable of doing things beyond just screaming for Leon's help.
I wonder if we're alone in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really did not like the new Ada. I didn't like her design. I don't like her voice. I don't like anything they did with the new Ada. That's the one thing that, like...
Yeah, and she at least seems mildly flirty in the original games, and in these games she's not even tsundere. She's not even teasing the guy. She like barely acknowledges Leon's existence. I have no idea how Leon fell for her so hard.
I think that's
the
far
craziest
enough.
thing to me.
Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son.
At
least not before we've
do you still have the Las Plagas in Leon's body?
You must be sure.
What I am
I think so. I don't think we've
Sam Coe
removed
in
it
the
yet.
flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave.
Just hoping this fight's easy because I'm pretty low on ammo after killing every regenerator that I came across. I did not leave a single one alive.
That's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really. Oh, really? Let's hear it. You got past a few rookies, that's all. I'm the one you've got to deal with, like it or not. I prefer my enemies 6 feet under. Ties up loose ends. Sick of trading words with you. Kill them! Damn it! Just shoot everything!
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck.
May stink to high heaven, but it's all part of the job.
But I definitely can't wait for my next playthrough already when I have the infinite knife. Because, man, I'm going to enjoy having the infinite knife.
So you're
I hate
planning
having
on...
durability issues to worry about.
So you're planning on doing New Game Plus, of course, right?
Yes. Oh. Excellent. Feel the salsa.
Smugglers have been known to defend their turf hard, so let's not get too careless.
That darn Calvin stole my spaceship.
To the victor goes the spoils.
Oh, shit.
I said that right?
We're in one piece. I'll call that a win. Let's get back to the lodge.
See.
Okay, let's see if I can sell this stuff. Possible I won't be able to because it's contraband, but let's see. What are you talking about, Wildman Nugget?
There's nothing I hate more than when enemies drop money instead of something, like, usable.
I mean, that
Ugh.
money's going to come in handy soon, right?
Barely.
I'm just saying, you don't know the side effects of
Take a look around. I'll say right up front, take a gander.
I mean, he's got a point, David. I don't know if he'll do it, but it's actually a pretty valid point, I think.
burritos. It's like you're playing the menu's greatest hits.
I think Tyler Van Dyke missed the last game with an injury.
Well, not in a long time, sweetheart. Not since.
This stuff looks good. What was it like?
Hold on, what was his name?
It was terrible.
Tyler Van Dyke.
Stay away from that stuff. Trust me.
Quarterback for the Miami Hurricane. Which is not a very good name for a quarterback, admittedly. It's a good name for an accountant.
We're locking into orbit now.
But I do kind of like him. Impossible Whopper, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Who's going to win the national championship? It looks like Michigan's the best team, I think.
Wait, aren't they cheating?
Yeah, but they'll get away with it. They'll get punished after they win.
Based.
Grav jump complete.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. All right, we're done. You're cleared to land in New Atlantis.
Good. Thank you.
Wait a minute. Ashley can't shoot me with that gun. I don't use that gun.
Can't believe a Michigan fan actually thinks McCarthy is like the main reason why they're good. How do you watch Michigan every week and conclude that McCarthy's the motor? Like, he's like the 7th most important thing on that team, probably. I am kind of waiting for Georgia to wake up and start playing like a dominant team, but they may just not have it, I guess.
Keep moving, right through the checkpoint.
It is kind of crazy how everyone keeps voting, how they keep running away with #1 in the AP poll every week, despite clearly not looking dominant this year.
You need to...
Offload. Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk, right?
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
There's a bit more in the back if you're not. Hope you're finding everything you. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Dealing in art is
If there's something you need, be my guest.
Aw.
What the hell's wrong with you guys, man?
Huh?
Just getting attacked when my back is turned.
Ain't that always a blast?
The Trade Authority appreciates your
Yeah,
visit.
seriously. It's like I can't see these guys normally, but the moment I turn my back, that's when they just jump out. I'm like, God damn it. Where the hell are you guys hiding?
All this stuff is legit. Take your time. I got it. Watch your back out there.
Just one quiet day.
It's cliche, but it's true. You won't find a better selection.
Okay. $50 MI. Samantha Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. I'm at the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell.
Pleasure dealing with you.
I haven't talked to Hunnigan in a long time.
Oh God. Come on. Go.
I know your type.
Do you remember if you fight Krauser in Chapter 14 or 15?
I don't remember. I would assume 14. Because I thought 15 was Salazar, and then 16 was escaping on the island. But I could be wrong, I guess.
Up my arse, that's right.
Okay, someone in chat said it is chapter 14.
Okay, thank you. So, that's why I'm getting a ton of ammo out of nowhere. Not much Chapter 14 right now.
That doesn't mean much.
Well, I better get me some shotgun shells then.
As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the
And I'll take my Magnum out of storage.
I hope you are satisfied
We just have
with
to
the quarters
that
available
finding more
to
of the
you.
pieces will give us some clues.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again.
Oh, you're way better than any
and
of the
since
other
it tends
guys
to
I
come
can
up,
team
me
up
and my
with.
Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm
Yeah,
coming
I
with,
got no problem with that,
means
Sam.
Cora's on
Let's
your
go.
ship.
Fuck yeah, you can follow me the whole rest of the game.
Why not? What do you think, Cora?
It's really nice to have more company. New stories, new data.
What? Data? All right.
All right.
We're in. Let's see what the galaxy throws at us next.
If you have a moment, I have something I'd like to discuss.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from us. But I was wrong. I want you for a little soiree I'm planning. It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone. I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. And I think you'd be perfect. That settles it, then. We just need to make a few stops when we get to the city, and then the drinks will be on me.
This is not gonna go well. Nothing ever goes well on Neon.
It'll be easy, I promise. I'll ride passenger on your ship until we get to Neon. Just let me know when you're ready to set off. To the Volai star system, then.
Okay.
I am at your service. Yes, Captain.
All right. All right, guys. That'll do it for tonight's stream. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Nice.
Tomorrow, probably no Twitch streaming, and then when I come back on Wednesday, likely coming back on Wednesday anyway, we're going to be marathoning some horror stuff for a week. So that was the last Starfield stream for a while. We will get back to it in probably a couple weeks, but going to be the last time we play that for a little bit. See you guys later. Thanks for hanging out.